Ultimate Raids. Probably the hardest endgame content in Final Fantasy XIV besides big fishing and finding people that aren't AFK and limbs up. Usually takes weeks or months of progression to clear a single ultimate raid, but I'm here to teach you how you can clear an ultimate raid in a single 2-hour lockout with just a few easy steps. Step 1. Picking your ultimate. There's currently 5 ultimates in FF, but they're not all built equal in terms of difficulty. Now everyone is going to have a different opinion on which one's harder than the others, but from what I gather, most people would think the difficulty order looks something like this, or who knows, just pick one. All of these ultimates are still clearable in one lockout with enough prep and studying and yada yada, but the harder ones will take more effort. Myself, I picked T, partly because it's a nice middling difficulty, and partly because it's the only ultimate I haven't completed yet. Plus the soundtrack kinda slaps. Step 2. Finding people to help. An ultimate raid party takes 8 members, so that means you're going to somehow need to find 7 other experienced people willing to dedicate 2 hours of their lives for your fresh lockouts. Now there's a couple of different ways to do this. Probably the easiest is just offer Gil for a full lockout of speed prog. It's hard to say exactly how much Gil would be enough to persuade people to help you out, but maybe something like 5 mil each for a full lockout would probably fill a party. You might be thinking now, I don't have 35 mil, how am I going to get people now? Well, I did a different method to get people that didn't cost me any Gil. All I had to do was apply for a static, get trialed in a fight, get accepted into the static, play with the static for 5 hours a day or a month, clear an ultimate with them, and then clear a savage tier with them. After that, the group members fell right into my trap. They are now willing to help me with my one lockout challenge for free, just because they considered me their friend. I didn't have to pay them a single piece of Gil for their time. Just like that, I saved 35 mil. So whichever method you choose, as soon as you get your team of helpers assembled, you can go to the next step, studying the fight. On the day of the challenge, you're only going to have 2 hours to clear on your instance timer. That's not a lot of time that you'll get to physically be inside of the raid and understand the fight mechanics and timings firsthand. A short time limit on top of the fact that ultimate mechanics are very complex and punishing means that you're going to have to make every second count. Luckily, there's a secret OP strategy that some raiders know about called studying. By studying resources and POVs, you get to learn the fight without starting your 2-hour timer yet. There's countless guides, toolboxes, POVs, and all of that is just free information that you can use to study to your heart's content. It's kind of like time traveling. Honestly, it's so OP that it shouldn't be allowed. It makes ultimates way too easy these days, and I think Square needs to do something about that. Okay, so you're studied up and you have a squad of gamers. All you have to do now is to clear the fight. Or you would think. First, step 4. Wipe a few times so people know you're legit. If you're too clean and clear in one pull, people will start being suspicious and questioning you. They might think you've been secretly progging on the side, or this is an alt account, or you're being piloted, or something like that. You've got to wipe a few times for really silly stuff to make it look legit, that you really are a noob trying to clear an ultimate from fresh for your first time.
That's a lot of damage!
Step 5. Clear the ultimate. Now you can stop pretending and actually clear the ultimate. Yo, 1 hour. This game is hard as fuck. It's as easy as that. Congratulations, you have now cleared an ultimate in a single lockout. It really is that easy. Hopefully the Final Fantasy XIV team adds some actually challenging content to the game someday that'll take more than 2 hours to clear. Anyways, hope you found my super simple ultimate guide useful, and stay tuned for my next guide on how to pick up limbs of cat girls. Penta Legend. That's it. I have 1 hour.
おやおや、私を育ててよろしいのですか？